Hey everybody, so here we are with another word problem. It is number 20 in the Practice 3.6. And this is an exceeds algebraic expression word problem all day long. So if you are like, what is she talking about with these are ones in the past that I've used as exceeds, and I've let kids just kind of do the productive struggle and see if they can figure it out. Since we're in but still being in contact with them in the class. But since we're doing remote learning or distance learning, I'm kind of trying to do more scaffolding, more support for you to see if you can still get there with some hints or feedback from me. But I do want to start with saying, like, this is a challenging word problem. So if you think it's challenging, you're not alone. It is challenging. So a group has an equal number of adults and kids. So equal number of adults and kids. When n oranges are given to the group, each adult gets 2 oranges while each kid gets 1 orange, okay? So there's n oranges given to the entire group. Each adult gets 2 oranges while each kid gets 1 orange. So we see here we're getting a ratio, right? There's 2 oranges per adult per 1 orange that a kid gets. So we have a ratio or a fraction here of how many oranges an adult gets versus how many kid gets. And there are still 5 oranges left. Write an expression for the number of oranges given to the adults. So write an expression. You know what I'm going to say. I'm going to put an equal sign. So we're looking for the number of oranges given to adults. And then I like to think of the variables. So n, I like to go through that. All right, n is oranges. And we don't know how many oranges there are, right? That's a value we don't know. But we know the ratio or the relationship between how many oranges are given. So an adult, I'm going to put A for it. Well, we'll just write it up. A for adult. Adult gets a 2, and kids get 1. So out of that relationship, could you make an algebraic expression that would show the fraction of how many oranges an adult gets, adult to whole, right? Because we're looking at how many the adult gets out of the whole amount. So we have that the adult gets 2 oranges and a kid would get 1 orange. So what's the relationship there? An adult, how many does an adult get out of the whole amount of oranges that are being given? That is going to represent your coefficient. Then we know whatever fraction that is, or ratio that is, it's going to end up being multiplied by the number of oranges, right? And that's where you have a variable. And then we know that there is a constant, because even when these are given away, whatever the fraction or the relationship between the adult as a numerator and the whole as your denominator, right? Our numerator, because this is the part, to the whole. Even when we multiply that fraction times the variable, there are still 5 oranges left over, or 5 oranges remaining. Do you think that you can now write an algebraic expression that would show the number of oranges given to the adults based on this information? Try the Ed puzzle and see if you can figure it out.